Hello there. What's crack? I like it. I got it on my arm. I'm Scotty. You're not. Welcome back. Halloween Horror Month. We're pouring this into the Pennywise mug. We are on part 2 of the Bruce Campbell triple feature. And we talk about Man with the Screaming Brain. So this is, to you, this is coming out the very next day. But me, it's been almost a week since I did the review for My Name is Bruce. Still got the song stuck in my head, by the way. Gwandy is his name. Gwandy is his name. Guan you, Guan me, Guan Li. Still stuck in my head. So now we have another movie. Written, directed, and starring Bruce Campbell. This one not as good. Which baffled me from the moment I put this on. So first of all, I was trying to find a way to watch this. They said, oh, it's on Voodoo Fandango for free. Alright, so I went on there. For some reason, when I go to streaming services other than YouTube, I have to turn the volume way up to like 50 to hear anything. So I go to Voodoo Fandango, turn the volume way up, start watching it. As I'm scrolling through YouTube a little bit, beginning of the movies I usually do, I always search for reviews. Well, I typed in Man with the Screaming Brain, forgot to put it in review, but I searched. The movie immediately pops up for free on YouTube. Someone has put it on there, and I'm like, well, that's going to save me from having to turn it all the way up, so yes, I watched it on YouTube. And from the minute I started this movie, I was very confused. Because the quality of this movie, I thought I put it on the wrong movie and I was watching an adult film. I was like, this looks like porn. What? Not that I would know what it looks like. But anyway, I was just like, this looks very cheap. What is this? I did some research. So, I also found out this was a sci-fi original movie, which explains the quality. But also, this movie was originally supposed to take place in East LA. And the East LA, man. No. But budget constraints forced him to film in Bulgaria. And Bruce Campbell rewrote the script, citing that there's no way they could make Bulgaria look like East LA. So, it's just set in Bulgaria. And my biggest problem with this is that the premise of this movie, you read the back of the box, or the back of the case, whatever. Man gets murdered and has the brain of his cab driver put in his head, and now he's stuck with his brain and that guy's brain inside his body. We don't get to that point till almost halfway through the movie. I'm serious. We introduced to our character William Cole and his wife Jackie, who couldn't care less that she's there. We see our cab driver, Igor, right? Our cab driver Igor, and then we meet our mad scientist, played by Stacy Keach. And I was like, oh, Stacy Keach is in this, cool. He was disappointed. This is around the same time that he did The Hollow. Young teacher. Even though he is putting this up to 11, he doesn't get enough screen time to warrant a, Stacy Keach, like I thought he would. He plays Dr. Ivanovich Ivanov. Yes, that is a running joke because he had a partner with a similar name. It's just the same name in different versions of it. Yeah. He was a mad scientist with his assistant Pavel, who was Ted Raimi. I thought he was going to be the cab driver when I decided he was going to be in it. Was he the cab driver? No. And even with it taking almost half the movie to get to the point of the movie that we're in, it's like if you have a movie called Power Rangers and they don't become the Power Rangers till the climax. Oh, wait, that happened. But the problem with that was budget. That was needed CGI. They didn't want to, that was budget problems. I don't see a budget problem here because the look of his brain, it's a ball cap. It's a ball cap. And clearly they knew it looked crap because at some point he just puts a hat on to cover it. So, yeah. And Bruce Campbell is doing his damnedest to save this movie, but the plot to me doesn't make any sense. So, this guy, William Cole, he's in Bulgaria to do business to build this subway system that apparently doesn't exist. Maybe it does now. This was 2005 in Bulgaria. And so he leaves his wife with Igor, the cab driver, who fucks her. Because they clearly want to bone each other and he just doesn't care. So he goes to do his business deal. He then goes back to the hotel where he meets this woman named Tatana or something. Tatoma, I don't know. Who is a gypsy, apparently. Which, I get it. Mention gypsies. We gotta take 10 minutes to go through Gypsy Town to get there. There's so much filler at the beginning of this movie. It's like we had an idea, we know what we want to do with it, but how do we get there? We gotta take almost half the movie to get there. Because they show... The first shot of this is not even, like... It's this woman who is betrayed by her lover and she stabs him. And I'm like, this is some soap opera they're watching? No, this is a character in a movie. It feels very soap opera. It's like I said, I felt like I was watching an adult film. But, yeah, and then we just cut to our main character, and I'm like, what did that have anything to do with the rest of this plot? It does come back around, but it takes forever. Because when we meet William Cole, we spend way too much time with him talking, trying to figure out what cab driver, right? And he's trying to find a cab driver that speaks English. I get it. He goes through 2 cab drivers first, then talks to this guy, and is like, "You speak English?" "Yeah." "Okay, let's go." "No, I can't. This guy is first. He has to go first." And so he has to pay off this guy to leave so that they can go. Why is that in there? It's filler. Because this movie would be 45 minutes if this first half wasn't so schloggy. Because it is. The Wikipedia article says William Cole comes into Bulgaria. Hold on. I can actually read you verbatim what it says here in a second. And how quick... I know that Wikipedia articles take they're abridged, and it takes a quick path to get to the story. But this Wikipedia article takes such a quick path. Okay, so here it is. Bruce Campbell plays William Cole, a wealthy CEO of a U.S. drug company who travels to Bulgaria with his wife Jackie. If he's the CEO of a drug company, why is he trying to build a subway system? In the hopes of diversifying his company's financial interests. Cole is a stereotypical ugly American. I hate that term because we're not ugly. We're beautiful. Who constantly complains about the lack of Americanization of the former communist country. They're driven to a hotel by a taxi driver, a former KGB agent named Igor Stragov, in which Igor gives William a ring to give to Jackie. While William is at the construction of a subway, Jackie secretly cheats on William with Igor. William gets back to the hotel and bumps into a hotel maid and then a gypsy, Tatoya, who kills men that date and dump her. Jackie then comes and catches William kissing Tatoya, which she doesn't. She walks in and they're just talking. And dumps it. William chases Tatoya, who had taken William's money and ring, which is revealed to be Tatoya's that she gave to Igor when they dated. And Tatoya knocks him in the head with a pipe outside the hotel. Igor witnesses this, and so Tatoya kills Igor with his own gun. That's not why she kills Igor. She kills Igor because he left her. A vengeful Jackie has William's life support pulled in a hospital and then goes to Gypsy Town, where Tatoya lives, and attempts to kill her. Only to have Tatoya kill her by throwing her down a flight of stairs. Meanwhile, still alive, William wakes up in a warehouse of a Russian scientist named Dr. Ivan Ivanovich Ivanov and his idiotic assistant Pavel, who had removed the damaged parts of William's brain and replaced it with healthy tissue from Igor's. When William runs out of the warehouse, he discovers he can hear Igor's voice in his head. Together, they both plan to get the woman that killed us both. Jackie, who had also been picked up by Dr. Ivanov, and Pavel has her brain put inside a robot, so she escapes and also plans to exact revenge on Tatoya. That's quick. We are halfway through the movie by the time all this happens. And there's even... Okay, I have to turn this back on, because a lot of this is really... Stuff is really skipped over or wrong. Like I said, first and foremost, she doesn't catch them kissing. Shh! Quiet, you stupid fuck son of a... Why? She doesn't catch them kissing. So what happens is, he goes to this meeting, and he tries to call Jackie. When it cut back, she's banging Igor, right? So then, when he finally does show back up at the hotel, he catches Tatoya. He meets Tatoya, who he saw earlier and was attracted to her. They share one kiss. She then says, "We are going to be together for the rest of our lives." And he's like, whoa, hey, baby, hey. No. And she steals his wallet and and the ring that Pavel, that Igor gave him. Now, again, that's glossed over. It just says, oh, he gives her a ring, or he gives William a ring to give to her. But it doesn't give the reason why he gives him the ring. He's like, I want you to find me a place where I can buy her something special. And he's like, I have this ring for you. It's very good ring. It's very expensive ring. I give to you. You could give to wife. You give to Jackie. That's what that is. It's not like that's why he gives him the ring. It just says in the thing, gives him a ring. It doesn't say why. And she doesn't kill him. Tatoya doesn't kill Igor for witnessing her attack. She kills him because he gave the ring away. Yeah. Now, the one thing that doesn't make sense is that... So, and another thing, they say that they realize they're in the same body and want to get revenge on Tatoya for causing this. Okay, but again, that's not exactly true because... and this is just to waste time. A result of the mixing their brains together, they can't remember who they are. And I didn't realize that. He goes, I'm William Cole. You didn't know that? There was a line earlier where he asked, who are you? I wish I could tell you. I'm like, what do you mean? Neither of them remember who they are because it needs to take a while. And they decide to start begging for money to buy food. But... of course, that has to take forever. You'll give money. No. I said give me money. No. Jesus Christ. Why? Once he realizes who he is, then he chases after. Keep in mind, by this point, we are at least halfway through this movie. And we're just getting into the shenanigans of the brain situation. Imagine you were watching this on the Sci-Fi Channel back in the day with commercials. You'd have changed the channel already. I probably wouldn't have. I'd see where this went, but I don't know. Yeah. And why is Jackie inside a robot? That's what I want to know. I don't know. It's like this robot thing they keep showing earlier on in the film, and now it's got the women features. The moment it appears that Robot Jackie, she explodes. She does. She's like, Jackie? And like, oh, this was like, oh, I'm William Cole. So sort of William controls one side and Igor controls the other side because they have to make this complicated. I'm like, why can't it just be Igor talks to him and he can fully control his body? Why does it have to be half? It's very kooky in this way. I don't know. There's also, they put in this thing where Jackie needs to be charged after a while or the brain cells will die. By the end of this, Jackie appears to explode. She's fine. She kills Tatoya by throwing her off a bridge. But Tatoya attempts to kill Tatoya by throwing her off the bridge. Tatoya stabs Jackie. Jackie's brain causes her malfunction. And Jackie gets thrown off the bridge. William then chases Tatoya through the subway construction in the sewer and kills Tatoya by dropping her in the sewer river. But, and they take back the ring. But not, yeah, they take back the ring. And then, William and Jackie confess their love for each other before Jackie's batteries die. And William dies too because the brain cells of him and Igor were wearing out. And then Pavel shows up to take the bodies, and we cut to 6 months later. And apparently they have fixed William, who still has Igor inside his head. And Jackie is now in Tatoya's body. And it appears that her brain is just inside Tatoya's body because you don't hear Tatoya speaking. I guess. I don't know. That's how the movie ends, and I'm just like, okay, what? So I think the big problem here is that the premise of the movie takes almost half the movie to get going. And I know that's probably budget. No, you can't even say it's budgetary constraints. Because what is the effect of the brain? It's just a hairpiece. A ball cap thing. So I don't understand why it takes so long. Other than we need an hour and a half runtime to air for 2 hours in commercials. It's like an hour and 25 minutes. Air in 2 hours the commercials on cable. So we gotta stretch out, and it just the first almost half of this feels very stretched out and boring. And even when you get the stuff, it's still kind of just boring, right? I do like I said, Stacy Keach is. I wish there was more, but there is one scene that I like after he tells Pavel to get the body. He's like, "Oh yes, I would love to accept the Nobel Prize." Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I have to give like a double. It's a middle of the road. If you want to check it out, But other than that, it's not worth your time. So it's kind of a both. If you're curious about this movie, check it out. But other than that, it's not worth your time. I'm going to settle on not worth your time. And that's me as a Bruce Campbell fan. My name is Bruce Was Better. And I have no doubt the next one will be even better because the last one I'm doing is directed by Don Coscarelli. So we'll see where that goes. Anyway, what are your thoughts on Man with a Screaming Brain? Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.